Hi everybody, how you doing? I'm Pabs, a Ricine VTuber and artist, and today we're going to be playing some Valhalla. Now, I am fairly confident, not too certain, but fairly confident that today will probably be the day that we've managed to wrap up this game. I don't know, it might be deceptively longer than we thought, but I feel like the whole thing is going to kind of wrap up on this, New Year's Day anniversary thing going on here with Gabby. Yeah, and a quick summary of what happened last episode. It turns out that Armando, or Armandi, I don't remember his name too well. But yeah, that Italian guy that I gave the Italian voice to didn't turn out to be such a bad guy. And, we ourselves got a bit of a second chance with, reconciling with Jill's ex-girlfriend's little sister, Gabby. She came into the bar pretty pissed one day, and, now we have another chance to make things right. So hopefully we'll be able to do so, and hopefully we'll be able to, maybe see what kind of wonderful ending this wonderful game has had. Honestly, this has been a really funny game. I'm very glad I decided to pick it up, so I'm excited to finish it off as well. Alright, let's get to the working screen. Okay, there we go. Shrinking myself down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, turn off the background audio, turn on the desktop audio. We are good to go. Alright, time to load. Okay, yeah, we were in day 16 room. Okay, hang on. Game music's a little loud. I might turn that down a little. Well, it's probably not very loud for you guys, but it's a little loud for me. Hang on. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe a little lower than that might be good for me. Oh, that's too low. Okay, yeah, I think that's perfect, honestly. I might turn that up a little. There we go. That should be a good kind of mix. Okay, run to sue on the 30th. Please make sure your account has a necessary $10,000 or you will be evicted. Okay, I have $8,000, but we can probably make up that difference with being a really good bartender. I think we are more than capable of that. But forget about that. Let's check the news. Yick, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. Oh, this did not age well. The newest remaster of 2016's Yick, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku Project Remaster and Sting's Face Remastered. Full charts including lifetime sales. Okay. Water Pro Wrestling G. Dang it, Ron Paul. Oh, I get it. That's like... Okay, I know what that's referencing. Woman marries anime body pillow. Nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to the new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. Want to marry me? You can't marry your own son. Okay, first space colony to develop its own army. Oh, that's not good. Even though space was imagined as a promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is New Outer Heaven. Oh, I get it. Okay. Is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. Alice Rabbit is in space too? Amazing. Yeah, no kidding. That person is everywhere. Alright, off we go to the shop though. Off we go to do some work. Good evening. Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't the firecrackers scare off the dog? What? No. Forget what I said. Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about fireworks a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. You know, time to... Aren't you gonna say the thing? Hey, there she goes. Okay, time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah. Shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now get me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast, okay, sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 Powder Delta, and 4 Flanergide. And 2 Karmatrine, all blended. Okay. One of these isn't enough to leave your face red like the actual planet. Okay. And stop. Oop, I got something mixed up, didn't I? 4 Flanergide, 2 Karmatrine, all blended. Yeah, that should... Oh, I only had 5 Bronson extract. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. Alright. Now let's try that again. Okay. Here, jackass. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. I respect that, you know, sticking to your guns. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right. Sorry, my bad. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Alright, you got it. Suplex. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks and mixed. Alright, let's go for it. 3000. Stop. Here. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks familiar somehow, mister. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So I go through with the whole thing. Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in the pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body, and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure, gut punch, huh? Yeah, just two manly bros being super manly guys together. Nothing better than this. Optional karma trine. Optional, you say? Well, you know, he seems to fancy himself a strong drinker. Why not? All aged and mixed. Okay. Here. Yeah, I love these. It looks different from yours, though. I add a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweighs the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. You said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood too. Okay, bad touch, alright. God, Jill always laughing at this always makes me laugh. I don't think the name is that funny, but like, I do think that Jill thinking that it's that funny makes it funnier. Alright, all the rocks and mixed. Bum 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 bum. Alright. Here. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I should reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. Cool beans. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when we were 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teenager. We stopped playing, she had other things she wanted to do. I mean, I could forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her for something. And as I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister. And she said she had no little sisters. Ouch! I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey! It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I had lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow. She must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Well, the same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Alright, Brantini. I can do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Adelheid, 3 Powder Delta, and 1 Carmitrine. All aged and mixed. Let's see. Here. This is the thing. Let us start. Boo! Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now, Anna. Come on. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kids alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. And what if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up, Anna. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like part of her had crumbled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You want to see? I bet you want to see. Okay, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. Damn it, Anna. Anyway, I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Can you get to the point? Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? My mouth is dry too, hang on. Right. Okay, a beer. Okay, I know how to make a beer, right? Yes, I do. Okay. At least I hope she said beer. I kind of missed that point. Anna was friggin' messing with me. All right, all mixed. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her. I played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I will tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl that chance of talking to you, I will never forgive you. Yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. Ah, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you. Didn't you hear? Anyway, call on me if anything else comes up. Yeah, weird vibe today in the bar, huh? Alright, let's go. Day 16 break. It's less chilly today. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey. Norma. Phew. You're back! Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Phew. She thought it was for her. Thank me. Well, first, by not letting me drink that whole thing, you didn't let me get home smelling of alcohol. I mean, even though you served me the alcohol. Oh, but when I do it, you get all suspicious. Not now. I kind of faced my mom, and I told her about all the pressure she was putting on me. And I said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you'd be right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thanks, I guess. Hey, don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Alright, be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. You're very chatty today, huh, Anna? Hey, Jill. Mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. Okay, Bleeding Jane, Bleeding Jane, Bleeding Jane. I remember this. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 3 flanner jumps. Damn it. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All blended. Okay. No rocks or anything? Okay. And stop. Thanks. Hey, Joe. Do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. You kind of annoy the hell out of me, especially because you wear skirts with blue jeans. That seems like a weird choice given that you're wearing a sailor uniform. But it's not against you directly. It's more about the fact that only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character? I don't know. What are you exactly? I'm a cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Hmm? Yeah, I'm just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here instead of a beer, please? Yeah, sure. Okay, beer, beer, beer. Second beer I've made tonight. 1, 1, 1, 2, and 4 Carmitrine. All mixed. Here we go. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? I mean, maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. I can't wait, did she just change the background? Oh, that is super weird. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects a Dorinth Inquisition! Dorinth Inquisition? Dorinth Inquisition? Dorinth Inquisition? Ouch! I bit my tongue. I can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Ahem. Honey! Oh, hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure. Alright, fluffy dream. Okay, is Dorothy gonna try and tell me something this time too, and then Anna's gonna butt in? Because that's gonna be very annoying. Alright, 3 Edelhide, and... should we go for the optional Carmitrine? I think we're gonna go for the optional Carmitrine. Let's go for the optional Carmitrine. Okay, all aged and mixed. Thanks! Oh yeah, before you leave... What? Are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... What, you do? Who does what? Sorry, I, sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Who the hell is Becky? Who's Becky? Who's what? You said. I said nothing. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. What, a black... is there like a black market for fireworks? I could believe that. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure that there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am. Don't worry. Hey, Jill. Mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients. You can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomas? I mean, well, I guess their second set of ears looks like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh. Let's go a bit back first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko Yamada treatment? The Roma... Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Was it Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded the research. In a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. That girl, Sylvia Stengovich, didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media, and it created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. And thus they can move like a cat's and react to their mood, but in the end they're just appendages with no real function. It still surprises me a bit though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait, what? Yeah, the guy's name was Stengovich. Eh? I just remembered Sylvia Stengovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there were some TV specials featuring her. I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. All booze and no firecrackers makes Dana a dull girl. Total funds, $9,934 roonies. Cha-ching! Rendezvous due on the 30th. Jill bought what she wanted and she's pleased with herself. She will surely focus at work. Oh, I wonder if it's one of the, like, Hiramiki things that I bought. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous. Alright, life backup, huh? We should save. Yeah, it's the 29th. So we've got today, the 30th, and the 31st, and that's going to be the New Year's party. So I guess it'll all end on day 19. Augmented Eye. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates on a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the augmented eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Oh yeah, this. A little late to the party, augmented eye. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. Okay, this I gotta see. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like on the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is now a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want? Or should the fashion police of high society decide it for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Gods be praised. Firstly law I'm all in for. Birthday decreases the youth prefers Loom Company. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots rather than other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of those kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among the Glitch City youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Anime, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will be soon announced to address the situation. Being with only Lilim can be tiring, though. Yeah, Dorothy's a nice girl, but she is exhausting a little bit. Okay, we're ready to go to work, I think. But yeah, we're focused today, which is surprising. Good evening. Oh, hey, it's that like that warrior Julianne thing that Jill likes. Aye. Okay, so we got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Julian with a G Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? Oh, I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being a delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know that Jill with a G has a crush? He what? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... Alright, we can keep it these songs. I like this selection. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Jill with a G with a crush, huh? This... Oh, I think I know who this is. This place. Great! No, if it isn't. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stocked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one. That one's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? What the dog doing? Now, where did she? Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right, a big beer, huh? Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. Yeah, shit, it's been a while since we've seen Donovan, huh? Alright, big beer, right? I know you. I know what you like, man. Come on. How long have we known each other? A month? Okay, 8 Karmatrine. So he's the guy stalking her, huh? Somehow that doesn't seem like he'd stoop to that, though. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they would stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my fees, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls. In the non-pleasant way. Saibatsu Corp and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see that this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going ape shit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of my drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Elite? You know what? I'm not gonna ask questions. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit that ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast? That is new for him. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, and 1, 2. Whoops. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 2. All in the rock sand blended. Alright, we can do that. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. You piece of shit. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are, personally. So you followed her. I have yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. Very cool, Donovan. Thanks for sharing, but fuck my life. What is my life? So, that Lilum isn't here, huh? I will have to find a busty enough replacement, though, tonight, or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver. Literally. Yeah, they weren't kidding when they called this guy a perfumed chauvinistic asshole. Although I can't sense the perfume on him. Maybe I'm too far away. All mixed. Here. Oh, right. Well, seeing as she's not here, I'll have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left? Oh, I thought she said that in her leaves, but she's just calling out to Kiramiki. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. I hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine. So I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
Oh, how nice of you.
It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Yeah, sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Alright, sure. A sugar rush should be good. Plus optional Karmatrine. I kind of want to see what happens when she gets smashed. We know for a fact that Lillian can get drunk now, so I'm kind of curious as to what happens. I haven't seen Deal get drunk, though. I think that was a missed opportunity. All mixed. Here.
Thanks!
So, do you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him.
I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you.
You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways.
Ooh, burn!
I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship.
Figured. Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
Really?
We are both single, and, well, that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough. It wouldn't hurt to try.
Oh, well, that's nice.
He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
Oh, I see. You know, I've got 2 fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image of me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music?
Well, to be honest, I have your face plastered across my apartment. I bought your war banner. I bought a little poster of you. I played Your Love is a Drug all night on the jukebox, so I think I like you a normal amount. You know, I think I would say I'd like you a normal amount. The few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it.
So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Well, let me see. Bottled drinks. Rum. Grandpa booze. Okay, now we can do something bitter but girly. So maybe a sunshine cloud? Okay. 2 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extract, and optional Karmatrine. You know what the fuck we're doing tonight. Come on, load this sucker up. We got a robot to get drunk. On the rocks and blended. Okay, that should be good. Sunshine cloud. Here.
Yeah, this works.
Hey, you're a King Class CH1A, right?
That I am.
May I ask you something about your model?
Sure.
Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72?
We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the Rosillians of the DT-10Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced, and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say.
Huh, I see. Anything new for this concert?
Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug.
Huh. So you know the B-Link girls?
Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are.
Really?
Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy.
Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something.
Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept.
And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs.
I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. You know, I almost see those becoming very popular live streamers.
Sure, I guess. Well, I've got
to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first.
Okay, sure. A Sparkle Star for Miss Idol. Well, except for the vitriol part, most VTubers are really nice, but like, it is true that unkempt tone deaf people are very popular too. How do I put it? It's because they are different that they are beloved, I suppose. I guess that's the best way to put it. It's because they break the mold. Not to mention, most of them are just legitimately likable people. Boom. Sparkle Star. Here.
Sparkling! Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill.
Please come again.
Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you.
Boss, Jill's back. Jill with a G is back. I'll take my break. Alright. Well, that's nice. I like talking to Kira Miki. She's a cool girl. What a nice lady. I always like it when she comes to visit. Note to self. Buy oil for that door. Actually, what the hell? We can do one more of the Your Love as a Drug lockdown before the end of the game. We can do that. I'm allowed. I shall allow myself the indulgence. Where is it? Here it is. Alright then. I'm staring at you in Australian. Joe with a G, you're in my spot. Move. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of the boss's chicken buckets. Did boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings! Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Okay, a Bleeding Jane for Stella. 1 Bronson Extract, 3 Flanergide, and 3 Powder Delta. Oops. 1 Bronson Extract, 3 Powder Delta, and 3 Flanergide. All blended. Here we go. I always like it when Stella and Sai visit. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Sai? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and I stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. I mean, my word, that Australian man over there is cleaning a chicken bucket. Joe with a G is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Joe, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard a wrestling about that. But I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right then and fled when their lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They are in a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, every single piece of the armor fetch even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Huh. Could anybody see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It is new tech, so a whole new field ripe with patients just opened for many. So, with patents just opened for many. So I would say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, so I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There is this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit. 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armors were heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of henshin heroes. And what? Tokusatsu. My god, you're in an anime game, woman. They looked like really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. Yeah, I hear that. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and law didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Huh. I guess even Saibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Saibatsu Corp, because, let's face it, they are far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation that makes them evil overlords, Stella. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you will be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks and the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just a front for that whatever council behind Saibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Saibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. Hey, so it sounds like you don't actually like Saibatsu Corp. Girl, I don't think you're a capitalist. So what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, yeah, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, and what? Ahem. Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Alright, Brantini. You don't need to hide the fact that you're a nerd here, Stella. I'm also a huge nerd. To an extent. 1 Karmatrine, 3 Powder Delta. All aged and mixed. Boop. Here. Thank you. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing! I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. I mean, yeah, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use. Nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other, more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Huh, sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Ahem. you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you would be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. That's true, the ringlets are very powerful in that regard. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sai and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Something classic, huh? Type. Classic drink. How about a beer? Alright, 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson extract, 1 powdered delta, and 4 Carmitrine. Here we go. All mixed. Oops. What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot the Flanergide, of course. Okay, 1 powdered delta and 4 Carmitrine. Here we go. Here. Thank you. Do you have any servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering. And he actually came back! He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Yeah, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Hey, thanks for the offer. And I really might need it considering this place is closing down. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I got trying to crack it in the first place, but... That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Saibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that were by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. Have you ever covered any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Don't look up my name in a Wikipedia. Bye! Please come again. Oh, Alma. No, hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stops, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." You overdid it. You totally overdid it. Quoth the bartender. Did not. So, you like poetry? I had a phase. Can I get you something? Let's start with a big cobalt velvet. Sure. Big cobalt velvet for Alma. 1, 2... Okay, wait, no, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. And 10 Carmitrine. Okay. On the rocks and mixed. Let's go. Here. Thank you. Oh yeah, there is something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. And if you say otherwise, I'll kill you. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me that I'd read great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the whole world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill, I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Just why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? God, no. I gave up on the whole cult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... Ugh. I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have pictures. Oh god, you have fucking pictures. Why would you do this to me? Why do you dig out at the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were so obsessed with occultism, I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69. Like in reference to both the Lovers and the Hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12! Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Yeah, sure. Sugar rush? Are they trendy now or something? I mean, they said that these were like the scrambled eggs of drinks, so... I know I always like my scrambled eggs. Or my eggs scrambled. However that goes. Anyway, you know we gotta use the full Carmetrine. Here. This is the thing. Hey Alma, speaking of the past, what's your last long-term relationship like? Well, that's sudden. Hey, you dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it... Anyways. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well, we had some awesome chemistry, and I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't. Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Let's get her a beer. Okay, 2 Bronson extract, 1 Adelhyde, 1 powder delta, 2 Flanergite, and 4 Carmetrine. I'm guessing Bronson extract might be a little bit like ginger, huh? Chewing on Bronson roots. I remember Jill's grandpa did that. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, 1 more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, aren't you? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you. And I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I will just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped? Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Huh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there are small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during the emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even? Are we cool yet? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I got to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Huh? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and one chance only. And Buster, you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Oh god, not Anna again. Yeah, well, this might sound a bit weird, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. Oh yeah? It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through the residual brain waves. The result would be basically an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still, an interesting read though. I see. Huh. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll take my leave then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see ya. All done? I am. What about you, Joe with a G? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You think? It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teenagers with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? God, Joe, you need to watch more anime. But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It is a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Joe's back to make you humble. Wait, what? Joe with a G. Oh well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy, ah! The camel clutch, huh? That's merciless, Anna. Alright. And yes, now I have enough to pay my rent. Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? You were charged with $10,000 for your rent. Have a nice day. Hell yeah, I paid my rent. Jill will have a roof on her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Have a very nice day. We have a roof over our heads for another month. Yay! Hooray! Pop the champagne, fellas! Alright, let's see what's up. Augmented Eye. New Lilim regulations. The current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more laws, so as to reinforce robotic features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into a normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw many numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we will have in the future regarding their existence. But people look more robot-like by the day too. Huh, that's not a bad point. After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents are the new rage. I should drink some water. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago... Wait, that was a thing? That sunk the large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession. Salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the Augmented Eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan. And Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that. Yeah, Joe's from there, Joe with a G. The Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion. Glitch City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with Giant Yusuke taking the gold from the fellow Japanese wrestler, Justin Liger. No, not Thunder Liger, come on. After previous champion 66 American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a new tournament to find the title award holder. The match ended after an epic 30-minute bout, with Giant Yusuke applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with the AE, Giant Yusuke told us through a translator that he's waiting for 66 American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. So exciting. If only I understood what's going on. It's not that hard, Joe. Come on, this is easy stuff. This is a low ball. Anyway, what's up with Kiramiki? Oh shit! Valhalla. The name sounds silly and... The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called the Neon District? At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I had really felt like safe, and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks are very tasty, even though they aren't made of real alcohol. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. Yeah, that's true. Well, you get what you need, not what you... You don't get what you want, you get what you need. I think that's how the phrase goes. Anyway, let's go to work. December 30th, right before the big day. Joe with a G, are you humming Shine Spark? Oh, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked! Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations. I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Oh no. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place and... Shit. Jill with a G, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So, I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Huh? Do I have something on my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eye is unmistakable. Off he goes. Whatever, just keep it down. Jill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in my office then. Anyway. Wait, did she leave or... Please tell me she left. I don't think I can deal with her. Anyway, Shine Spark, huh? Is that in here? Oh, I guess not. We can keep it on Your Love is a Drug lockdown, though. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, hey, it's a comedy duo. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. Huh? That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm like totally not here. Oh, sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. You know, it's weird. I feel like you'd only be this happy if you'd murdered someone, Betty. Very weird vibe in the bar today. Okay. I guess it is a new year, though. I shouldn't be so bitter. Here. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him? You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Urgh. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy, though. He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Jill with a G. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That is not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Okay, a Bloom Light for her and something non-alcoholic for him. Bloom Light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All aged on the rocks and mixed. Okay, and something non-alcoholic. Let's give him a Sugar Rush without anything in it. Yeah, we're nice to deal, alright? The poor guy has it rough enough being friends with Betty. Alright, all mixed. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm kind of freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters... What do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, Jessica. Did she fuck the whole Mambo number 5 crew? Oops. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to imply that you fucked the whole Mambo number 5 crew. Or should I say, didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open? Okay, that last one is kind of a deal breaker, though. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this. Jill with a G? Fuckboy? Fuckboy to the rescue? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or just fucking in Cloud 9. Ayo. What about... Sneaky, sneaky. Well, I'll be damned. She actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change your mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim, so I don't know how well it applies to you. These things are human and all but organs nowadays anyway. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You would have surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not humans. No, because I have to press a funny little button that makes their voices like this, and I have to do that for every Lilim character here because I've established it as a bit. So, you know, I do not forget that they're not human. We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration. Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I will try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Okay, now a piano man and a piano woman. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 Karmatrine. All the rocks and mixed. I actually really like your Love is a Drug. Like, this is not an unironic song. This isn't supposed to be like... This isn't just a bit, by the way. I do actually like this song. 3 Karmatrine. Well, to be fair, if I start hearing it in my sleep, that will start getting a little concerning. There we go. Here. And now we reach a stalemate. I would normally take the piano man, but I feel there's symbolic value in taking the woman. Why order it like that, then? Oh no. She's drunk. Huh? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just... crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left it to your own devices, honestly. Aw, they really do like each other. We should leave now. Oh, yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine. We'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Jill. Please come again. No, you were hiding! Party? I would love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. Yeah, that's... shoot, that's just too bad, huh? That's so good. Okay, Dana, okay, we need to celebrate extra hard. Streaming Chun's not coming, okay? Do you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things get fun here.
And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. She wants something nasty again, so I'm guessing manly drinks? Let's give her a suplex. Actually, no, hang on. She needs a rest though. I remember the last time she needed quite a bit of rest. So how about a crevice spike with all the tremens? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I know that optional karma shrine is pretty much a free license to start getting them super smashed, but I still feel a little bad sometimes. Sometimes. Oops, what did I do? Oh shoot, I didn't wait until it was blended. Okay, 2 powder delta. Hey, the music stopped. Although the text is still there. And optional karma shrine. Come on. We need way more than that. Alright, waiting. Too much clothing! Okay. Here. This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. It's the second time I've been here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, that's okay. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. I can't... How the ever-living fuck did you do that? Magic! Bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Whatever. Hey, weren't there like dogs here? Last time you talked about this place like it was this zany heaven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? I mean, if you want decorations that bad, you can come back to my apartment. I've got Kira Miki's huge face plastered on my wall. Good question though, where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for the fake advertising, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this CIRA thing, and then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for the kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention because I hate you. What did you say? I was asking if there were, like, any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? Nor is it a Crazy Stories on-demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie, and you know it. Shut up, Anna. But I didn't say anything. Get Anna, sucker! I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out, like, why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing! Anyway, I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it. Well, Kira Miki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe that she came all the way here again? Do you even, like, have proof of, like, the glass from last time? Well, I have that blog post. If I may interject. Fuck yeah, Dana on the screen. I like how they all threw out 8s there because Dana showed up. That's the correct reaction. You been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a picture with her. She did what? Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's like always busy. But you sit there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? I mean, you're not wrong. Hey, wait a second. No, yes I am. God damn it, has nobody seen the huge Kira Miki face I've plastered across my apartment? What's the point of being a huge fanboy in private if nobody's gonna see it in public? Can you at least, like, tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna, like, give you my number. If she ever comes back,
You let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. Ugh, I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, would you? Alright, sure. She's asking for a girly drink now. You know what that means. Here we go. Just for that, player, you're getting hit with a full Karmatrine treatment. Alright, all mixed. Here. Phew, let's just like chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Well, maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Huh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you like hitting on me? I'm not. Listen, you seem nice, but you're like way too high maintenance. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. No, she's very annoying, actually. I know this is probably like some kind of like... I don't know, I'm not a fan of this bit, to be perfectly honest. What? Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Want to know who it was? I mean, do you know? Maybe. Maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing really. Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support. Hey Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. Huh. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. I'm not a dog, you can't just ask me to roll over, you know? Mind if I entertain you for a bit then? And then the 8s come back around as they should. Boss? You and Jill take a break. I'll entertain the Missy here. Dude, she is gonna kill you. Oh, Jill. By that I meant take Jill with a G with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Grilled Jill with a G. Right. Anyway, Jill with a G, come with me. Huh? Oh my god, Dana's gonna beat the shit out of that poor girl. Or something, I don't know. Dana wouldn't beat the shit out of just... No, Dana would totally beat the shit out of just anyone. But you know, she wouldn't beat the shit out of her for just that. Want one? No thanks. I don't smoke. Alright. I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Jill with a G didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She's sending in congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So, who's the lucky girl? So it was a guy? I never thought you saw me that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl. And you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative, as long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I get to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and, well, I can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god. You didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, that's it for the break. Let's go back. Roy. Oh, and Joe with a G? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I do mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. I wonder if Alma finds Jill attractive. Jill with a G, I mean. Anyway, we're still on your love is a drug lockdown. We're just keeping this up. And that's that. I'm back.
What were you two doing back there?
Fucking.
Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently.
See, Jill with a G? You're making it too obvious. How? Anyway, what do you have today?
I have a gut punch.
Coming right... Huh?
What?
Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending? Yeah, that is very weird for her. Yeah, she usually likes girly drinks. Anyway, you're getting loaded today, too. Fuck it, everybody's getting loaded. It's the end of the year. Here.
Stop looking at me like that.
Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know that Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs, and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.1235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder.
Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I said that I wasn't interested, but why?
Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them.
Huh.
And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm right here, right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay then, let's try something sweet now.
Something sweet. Phew. That's more like it. Let's give you a blue fairy. I think you should be enjoying that. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Planergide, and you know we gotta load up the Karmatrine. Okay, all aged and mixed. She had a really funny story last time. Very traumatizing, but ultimately very funny. Here.
Ah, nice.
To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me.
What is?
That I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you right here, right now, is pretty amazing. I don't know. It makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical.
Aw, you flatter me.
Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature. I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilim. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If we'll manage to create biological life from years on from now, it'll all have come full circle.
So what I should take from this is, you love me?
Don't overdo it. She looked. That was such a hopeful expression, though. Anything else?
Let's go with a sugar rush. Alrighty.
You got it. Sugar rush. Here we go. Damn it. I keep accidentally adding Bronson extract. 1 powder delta and optional Karmatrine. Hey yo, what's up, forehead? Hey Leo, how you doing? I'm trying to get this girl crunk. She told a really funny story last time, so I'm hoping that'll happen again. Here.
Hey, even in doubt, my love for these is real.
How romantic. Man, that go-go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick, and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried. Jill, I'll be in my office. I'll lock the door, by the way. You won't be able to enter, so good luck out there. Cute little girl Lilum!
Camp girl!
Oh, fuck. Not these two together. This is gonna end in tears. What's your name, girl?
I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service.
Do you come here often?
Are you hitting on me?
Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate?
Sure, sounds fun.
Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next?
Try the Sugar Rush.
Bartender, Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? I was thinking about how much I hate this situation and I was a little distracted. A Sugar Rush, please. Right. A Sugar Rush. Again. I don't know, maybe these are becoming trendy. Alright, that's 2 Adelhyde and 1 Powder Delta with optional Karmatrine. Fuck it, everybody gets full Karmatrine. All mixed. Let's go. Here. Good choice, Dorothy.
Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf?
Streaming Chan. Yes? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself.
Man, that is one tacky name.
Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name.
What is your real name, then?
Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble. Right.
Why not call yourself Streaming Chen?
It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed websites so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became a Streaming Chan. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan though, so I just went along with it. Oh wait, did she use her... Okay, she did call herself Streaming Chen, but then she changed.
Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face.
Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again.
Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell.
Shut up.
See? You just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart.
Don't treat me like some weird cat at a cat cafe, Dorothy.
Don't play hard to get. You know it's true.
Yo, Stream Girl. That's me. I'll regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but like, you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whatever, had to make a new one. He was going to send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but... let's say he got a little too excited with my VR model, and the contract became unreadable. Ew! God damn! No, wait.
Oh, so you used a contract to...
No! Yep, he cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuffs all over his dick are punishment enough. Everything about this is absolutely hateful. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind it if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people. Seriously.
Dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem.
I don't think you need to have experience to understand that, to be perfectly honest. That said, Joel with a G has been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat.
Alright.
2 big beers, honey. You don't get to call me honey. That's Dorothy's thing, alright? You need to earn that honey. Alright, 2 big beers. Alright, 2 powder delta. 4 flanergite and 8 carmitrine. Oh man, I actually have to count the carmitrine this time. That's weird. That feels weird. Okay, that's 1 big beard and 4 and 2 and 4 and 8. Alright, all mixed. Here. Cheers! Cheers! Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. Time to get lewd. Not on camera, please! Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories? This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge! I wasn't just gonna stream over the water, I wanted some underwear action too. What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. We just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I also had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and then putting it in the bag with some filling? We made something more, convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling packs and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep. Luckily, the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that was another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I have sex on the jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water. I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through it, or I probably would have died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure. Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Well, let us be on our way then. You gonna take a nap? I'll catch you some other time. Yeah, take care. Get some rest. Goodbye, dear bartender. Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this mega Santa. Oh, wait, seriously? They left. A pair made in hell. Seriously, I was cringing throughout that entire thing. Well, at least they looked like they're having fun. And I'm not gonna lie, that whole thing was pretty funny. Anyway, that method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. But I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. Anyway, we're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? That was hell. Here, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and, keep it up. Well, tomorrow's the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old, or that girl was too much, even for me. Poor Dana. Happy New Year. May all your wishes come true in a new bountiful year, filled with health and joy. Yeah, Happy New Year. I mean, it's the end of July, but, you know, that's kind of like New Year's, before summertime. Okay. We can buy one thing, I think. I think that's fine. Why not? Wasn't there like a... Okay, your love is a drug, you're on discount. There has to be like... Oh, here we go. Meet the staff, $300. Yeah. Oh, hey! Mulan tea, tea-based liquor. Ah, man, I should have bought this the first time Kira Miki was in. That's a big regret. But yeah, I doubt that I'm gonna have to buy to like pay off any more debts, so... Yeah, okay. Man, look at all this new crap in my room. I love it. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Aw, pet owner things, huh? Anyway, let's look at the augmented eye. Are there no new... The augmented eye is down for maintenance. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank goodness. Honestly, that rag is kind of a lot sometimes. December 31st. Dun dun dun. Well, let's see. Jill with the G is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Hey, you okay? I'm scared. Gabby's gonna show up at any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Besides, I'm pretty sure that even you could take a middle schooler in a fight. Drink something. Maybe that'll help cheer you up. Yeah, maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you... I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one. A reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it. Right. Okay, everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years. Now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I am okay. Hello. Fuck! Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey! You talk first. No, well... Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Okay then. Sorry. Just that? Seems that way. Isn't there anything else on the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all these worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter. A fucking letter of all things. And she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. You laughing? Sorry, I remember all the times my sister provoked you that way. Like that time she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. You're pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart. Yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18 but kept it a secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she did it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? Was that it? Wait. How did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left her a nasty mark where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have had to face it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I'd apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the research institute thing back then? The amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today I realized something. Having those regrets for the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive. You're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If she only... So let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we're to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we're to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try to lighten up. Even if it is only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually way too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. God, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then. Part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. And you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shout at you either, so... Let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well... Have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, the truth is that I visited from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar. The description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad. More like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, Back then, I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. If you'd stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted in my behalf on no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why'd she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much that she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You are gonna get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly just teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment. Especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time, sure, but like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. And that partly was because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She'd do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's when you stopped loving Lenore? No. I mean, I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly, but silly all the same. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. You know, maybe if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her in the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. We are quite the hotheads. You, me, and my sister. We're supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No. It's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? My sister wouldn't have scolded you. Yeah, but I was afraid. Dead afraid. Like, oops, sorry, too soon. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it'll never make sense. Everything sounds really stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things any easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again. And it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sister were meant for each other. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her. We were together all the time. Always just talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she'd want to tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. Yeah, well, she told you that all the time. Yeah, well, she also told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let me get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, just trust me. I know just what she needs. When in doubt, hit him with that sugar rush. And no alcohol, because I think she's supposed to be a middle schooler. Alright. Grab this for a second. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be here for her. I'll be sure that the little brat doesn't face the same problems you and I had. Hey! Want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Hey, don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I'll always miss you, Lenore. You idiot. Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot. Idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Ugh. Hey, Jill. Promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Hey, only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore. Faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So... About this drink... Can I drink it? You like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Although I didn't put any Karmatrine in it. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you a beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well... I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a computer. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. Ew. She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never. At all. Seriously, you don't tell that story to your people, to their sisters. Hey, Gabby. Your parents know you're out here? They think I'm a Claire's, actually. Who? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought this would go really badly, and I didn't expect to get to this point, but, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so... Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand. I think he got into a partnership with a friend in the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District has almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark one for daddy! I think he had a bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sister was like 12 or so. That's his sister sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether or not he was right. That beer bottle is still on the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Gabby, your dad sounds cool as fuck. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as the said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends, so a lesbian daughter was kind of a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. Don't know about that one. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Dunno. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think. Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to you. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Oh wait, I thought that was like Rad Shiba. Sorry, my bad. Huh? I thought there was gonna be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Wanna stay for it? I don't want a kid to burden. Don't worry, you won't. You'll only get a cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. Hey, I can introduce you to some friends. You in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. Aww, that's so cute. All right. This feels like an ending. Feels weird to still have the cursor there. Oh no, there it goes. Man, that was a really good game. Writer Fernando Damas, Iron Clark. Programmer Fernando Damas, makes sense. Character design and game art, Christopher Oritz. Yeah, shout out to that guy. He got the whole kind of PC 98 feel down just right. Fernando Damas and Christopher Oritz. Original concept. Is it just these two? Oh no, I guess the sound would have Galroad in it, right? Michael Kelly at Galroad Music. Oh no, it's not Galroad, it's just Garode. Garode. Sound effects, IMBA Interactive, Julio Acosta. Additional sound effects, freesound.org, my man, soundsnap.com. Quality assurance. Copy editing and proof. Cassandra Kaw, Chris Guruis, Brian Queck, game testing. Okay, it's just the same, more or less the same people. Wisebird Games. I don't imagine these credits will be particularly long, unless they had a Kickstarter, in which case we'll see like 10,000 names on here. Wait, Business Cat? Hang on, Business Cat? Yeah, no, we've already gotten to the special thanks section. Wisebird Games, itch.io, Miguel Agudelo, everyone who pre-ordered, and you right there. Me? Mom, Dad, family, and friends. Thank you for all the support. This is for you. Aww. That's so sweet. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made in RenPy by Python Dynamic Text Box Engine. Oh. This was... Okay, so the demo was made in RenPy? That's so weird. I didn't know RenPy... it might have looked a little different, but I didn't know that RenPy let you have, like, interactive buttons like that. I wonder how they put that together. I wouldn't say I've made a game in RenPy, but I made, like, a test thing in RenPy one time. I just couldn't wrap my head around the whole Python thing, though. Programming just is not for me. At least not in my current power level. Seriously, though, what an enjoyable game. Did you have fun? Yeah, I guess I did. Yep. I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though? Oh, I see. That's Jill talking to Gabby. I see. She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You're dozing off back there. Yeah, that's true. Kids don't usually manage to stay up till midnight. Alright. Good night, Jill. Oh, that was so cute. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Man, though, that was really enjoyable. I think I really like this game, especially the character design and all that. I really like it. Gracias, Peluche. Yeah, I did read eventually that the that Tsukuban Games is from Venezuela, so that tracks for a lot of things actually. So I really enjoyed this game. I think a lot of it, I think there were some parts where I was like, question mark, why did you say that? You really didn't need to say that kind of stuff. Like, but it was a fun kind of raunchy, it was all in good fun. So I think I really enjoyed it. Wait, Sunday, August 27th. What the fuck? August 27th. Huh. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Jill with a G, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there, dumbass. The time you spent setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about the control panel. I'm proud of it, damn it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. Know what I'll do? You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for the last 25 years before finding him. Yeah, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like a rabbit, stay away from my room. I have too many pictures of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Can you please just call her your little sister like a normal-ass person? Emo who? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. You can now save our heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen on bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Aw, cool. Alright, let's save that in New Game Plus then. I wonder if something weird will happen if I open up the New Game Plus file. I'll figure it out in my own time. In the meantime, I think... Oh my gosh, Gabby's there too now! That's adorable. That's so cool. Goodbye, Miss Bartender. .1.2.3.0. Oh. Alright. I think we can say goodbye to the title screen for now, though. Okay, let me get us back to the working screen. The just chatting screen, I mean. There we go. Alright, so that was Valhalla. Honestly, a great time. I had a lot of fun with that game. It was very low-key. I definitely could see myself like playing it just to chill out for a bit. You know, I imagine there's like stuff that I still haven't understood, and maybe there's some additional stuff in New Game Plus. But I probably won't be covering that on stream, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel like just about ready to put down this bartender tray that I've been holding up. Seriously, my left arm has gotten so fucking ripped from just holding this stupid thing up all day. You know, it looks like I've been pumping iron for weeks, but no, it's just me holding up this rice based drink. I mean, my god, the tray alone weighs like 500 grams. You know, that's not a lot, but like with endurance training, that builds up quickly. Anyway, let's go find somebody to raid before I keep rambling on about useless things. Yeah. Also, this is the last stream probably for this week, and and by by consequence, the last stream for July as well. You know, I wasn't joking when I said that July feels like the New Year's of summer. Okay, what all is everybody doing? Okay. Let's see. Oh, this person called Karate Bug Mom is making 30-minute missions. I don't know what those are, but that sounds very interesting, so we'll go check out what she's doing. Alright, everybody have a great rest of your week, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all next week. Alright, see you. Bye.